First of all, shout out Danny from the stop. I got this information from him. First, like a while back, well, not a while back, like a week ago, I guess at this point, Drake dropped a new Kia video, you know what I'm saying? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling that shit? You know what I'm saying? He dropped the video. Everybody was like, whoa, the comparisons to Kendrick, whoa, still talking about it, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, he recently dropped some merch for it, and he had a sweater or a jacket. I think it was a sweater, very nice sweater. It was like $220 or whatever, and it had a picture of when Melyssa Ford was in her Video Vixen bag, an iconic picture of her, and on the back it said videovixens.ca. So we were thinking, oh, that's crazy. When you type it in, and I typed it in here, I was like, oh shit, it goes to Melyssa Ford's Hot and Bothered YouTube channel. As well as, beforehand, people were stating that it went to the Joe Budden podcast Patreon. And niggas was like, yo, Drake doing too much. I heard other motherfuckers react to this, like Drake a little corny for this, yada, yada, yada. Well, it turns out I did not know. Apparently, this is true. I did not know. And again, I could be wrong. Because I believe Danny from the Stop said it in his video. And also, I have this article here from Sportskeeda that Joe Budden's team bought domain mentioned on Drake's new Melyssa Ford merch line and routed it to the podcaster's Patreon site. So if that is true, gang, by the way, sorry for the background noise. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be coughing and sick in this shit. Still getting snow in this April, baby. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out my April babies out there. My twin birthday coming up. Hey, y'all already know what it is. Twin, love you forever. Anyways, with that being said, sorry, I went off tangent. But yeah, so you telling me that Joe Budden, you sitting here doing all this shit, you took the opportunity when Drake was doing that shit, and who knows, maybe it went to Melyssa Ford's Hot and Bothered thing, or even the Patreon in the beginning. But you're telling me you bought the domain just to do that, to get subscriptions? So again, at some point I do have to say Joe is smart for that, because yeah, it's free in a sense it is free marketing. Because let's just say I'm a Drake fan, I like the sweater, it looks dope, I put it on, you know what I'm saying? And then after it was like, oh, what's that website? And they type in the website and it goes to the Patreon/Melyssa Ford's Hot and Bothered. It does look dope. It kind of became like, unintentionally some Joe Budden podcast merch. If we really having a conversation, I'm surprised Melyssa Ford doesn't do that. She could just release merch, kind of get like some old photos of her looking like a baddie. She already is a baddie, but them like model-esque photos. And yeah, just put it on a t-shirt and shit. Niggas will wear that. Like we got like the Marilyn Monroe photos and all that shit. Niggas will wear that shit. Just pump it out. That is. Like Ish got, that's that Ish hoodie. I still gotta get me one of those. I ain't gonna care. The Ish hoodies, I still gotta get one of those. But anyways, I got one of those, bro. I gotta get one of those. Shit, I would buy some mail shit. I think Flip got some shit. I'll check that out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, but Joe, but I ain't gonna lie. In the merch department, you need a little bit more stuff though. Like I can't just pull up with the JBP. Like I need a little designs. Put all of y'all as cartoons sitting on the couch. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, give me like some shit like that. I need some shit like that. I need some better merch shit. You just got some basic shit. I need some more. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, with that, right? But it is kind of smart from Joe, even though Drake was trying to be petty. It is kind of smart. Now, it does look away. Now, again, you don't have to mention certain things because sometimes the narrative is better than the truth. I'm not going to lie. So I do understand why Joe didn't come on like, yo, I bought that shit, good, you know what I'm saying? Free promo, free marketing, salute or whatever have you. But even still, with that being said, it is crazy. It is a little crazy. Like, I'm just surprised. So anyways, I'm just surprised. Again, you could say Drake's corny, but not to say that Joe's corny, because Drake put out the merch and did the videovixens.ca with Melyssa on it. But even still, Joe was more of an opportunist, you could say. But again, I don't know why he routed it to the... Well, I get why he routed it to the Patreon, but if Melyssa's on there, I would have routed it to her Hot and Bothered shit at the end of the day. But anyways. And also, if that is said case, right? And Joe owns the domain. And sure, Drake did use Melyssa Ford's image. Her shouted on the podcast, where's my check? Where's my motherfucking check? Okay, if Drake should give you a check, shouldn't Joe give you a check as well? Because he's also, in a sense, or was, because for me, it reroutes to her Hot and Bothered YouTube channel. Low key, should Joe give you a little sunshine? If we keep it on the buck. But anyways, let's read this a little bit. In a headline-grabbing move, Joe Budden's team has intercepted Drake's latest merch rollout by purchasing the domain name featured on his newly launched merch. On April 3rd, 2025, a video from the Joe Budden Podcast Network circulated online. In it, Ian Schwartzman. I don't know where I got Schwarzenegger from, but anyways, Budden's manager revealed to the American broadcasters that their internal team had bought the unused URL. Oh, so it was unused. It was just there. Drake just put that there. So Drake didn't even, he just had that there just cause. Oh, okay. URL of Drizzy's merchandise and had redirected it to Budden's Patreon page. The statement came after, on April 1st, 2025, the Canadian rapper dropped merchandise following the release of his collaborative it was, I would say, more merchandise for the Nokia video, because, I don't know. If y'all be on the OVO website, where I got this low number, part of the reason I'm wearing it to talk about this subject is, what was I going to say? He has released some sexy songs for you merch on there. I'm not saying there's no other merch for it as well. There probably is on the Drake related Instagram page. But yeah, he be doing shit. It's Aubrey. Aubrey be doing shit. Let's keep it a book. But yeah, he just didn't drop some merch for it. He been dropping little merch in there. Just pay attention to that nigga. But anyways, released merchandise featuring Melyssa Ford, a Canadian media personality and actress, on one of the items. Again, I wouldn't say she's a Canadian media person because, her and Jason Lee on Hollywood. I would say, model, actress, and shit like that, yeah. But I wouldn't just put her in Canadian. I would say more of like, she did both. Canadian American. Both. Anyways. A short clip from the Joe Budden Podcast Network made waves on the internet. Budden's I already read this fucking shit, bro. Budden can be seen sitting in the studio, clearly clueless about his manager's revelation. Ian, who was standing near Budden, suggested that a person from the team named Tyler saw the merchandise the minute it dropped. So, revealed that Tyler bought the URL feature on the merch and redirected it to Budden's page. Ian revealed that oh my gosh, I hate these random ads. Ian revealed that he thought the feature on Melyssa Ford was a subtle jab at, but of course it fucking was. We know what the fuck Drake's doing. It's not what I thought. I know why. I thought maybe it's a jab to Joe. Still, sending people over to you, it's on me. I'm the big guy on campus. Couldn't be further from the truth. Our guy Tyler saw the merch drop the minute it dropped, went and bought videovixens.ca and routed it right to the Patreon page. I'm not effing kidding, Ian said. Joe responded in disbelief and asked Ian to shut up, to which Ian provided further details about the link routing. The manager mentioned that Tyler, an individual he spoke with, shared that he had been up late when he came across the merchandise featuring a link. Curious about the domain's ownership, Tyler checked the link and discovered that the domain was unclaimed, prompting him to purchase it. He called me and said, I did something you would be very proud of me for. That's crazy. Hey, look like Tyler trying to move up. If we're going to believe this individual, whoever Tyler is, exists. I asked what you do, and I went to domain.com to make sure the ownership, and no one owned it. I bought it and rerouted it, your Patreon page link. After hearing the real story behind the link routing, Joe Budden reacted incredulously and suggested that the whole scenario was funny. Joe Budden did not say anything further regarding the link redirection. The entire drama stemmed... Oh my god. Bro, I hate some of these places, bro. They got so many fucking ads. It's hard. It's hard reading some of this shit, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about all this ad shit. But again, that's how y'all pay the bills. I gotta respect it at the end of the day. Yeah, hold on. I just had to reload. The entire drama stems from April 1st when Drake dropped merchandise on the song Nokia for the album Some Sexy Songs For You, released on Valentine's Day 2025. The merch featured a lot of clothing, but the highlight was a gray hoodie titled Some Sexy Songs For You Hot Moms Vixen hoodie. Yo, that's a crazy thing, bro. Anyways, honestly, it's smart from Joe Budden or Tyler, whoever who thought of this shit. But Again, it is what it is. I probably would have directed it to Mel's page firstly, but again, hey, it is what it is. But they did do it later on, directed to Melyssa Fourth Hot and Bother page, which hey is very nice. But I can't really say anything at this point. Listen, you could call the boy corny as much as you want, but at some fucking point, hey, if it wasn't a real domain, it didn't link to anything, y'all purchased it, and again, it's great marketing, it's great for the business. I'm not clowning y'all for that, but y'all can't call him that corny if y'all went to go buy the URL and then plug your own shit. Y'all know what Drake does. You still know he's very popular. You sit here and take shots at him all the time. And then you do that shit where if it's too crazy, you put it on your little Patreon, you know what I'm saying, to get the numbers up. So again, as much as you discredit him or he lost the beef or y'all got y'all like little personal bullshit, you know, Joe and Drake, hey, that's still the boy. You gotta give it to him. Still the boy at the end of the day. He does his shit. Yeah, what do y'all think about this? I was just like, oh, interesting. Because I didn't talk about that in the last video, so I had to give this little bit of an update. Went too long. Should have went too long, but fuck the site kept crashing. But anyways, it's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing out for today. Shalom, Zoom, peace, y'all again.